Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new episode here. We have today the install from the transmission.
So this is what I need in parts here. I have a new transmission filter, a gasket for sure, a brand new flywheel, and I use the Valvoline Type D. This is recommended for the old transmissions.
So in the first step I install the flex plate and tighten the 6 bolts to the recommended torque. Make sure you tighten the bolts in a crisscross pattern. When attaching the transmission, you should make sure that nothing gets jammed or damaged. Make sure the pins are seated correctly on both sides. Now attach the bolts of the transmission to the engine and tighten them up. I use here a ratchet, a short extension and the nut. Align the torque converter so that you can connect the bolts to the flex plate. Turn the flex plate to fasten all 3 bolts. Okay, in this step install the transmission holder. It's a little bit tricky and difficult, so be cool, don't worry. When you have the holder in position, push the rubber bushings onto the end from behind, and in the next step, first attach the hook with a brake cable on the transmission holder. This is very important. So this is only possible as long as the transmission holder is not yet screwed on. Then install the metal caps on the ends of the transmission holder and tighten all 6 bolts up. Now install the lever. Make sure that the end with the spring is first inserted to the body side, and then the bolt, and then the cutter pin. It can help to turn the transmission to the rear or neutral position using the lever on the left side on the transmission beforehand. Install the speed sensor and then fasten it with a bolt and the small metal plate. Attach the transmission cooler lines to the transmission and then to the radiator. To do this, take a second wrench and hold the screw connection on the transmission until it is tight. Install the electrical connector, push the rubber hose to the right on the tube. Now you can see here the install from the drive shaft. Carefully slide the shaft onto the splines on the transmission output shaft. Now push the other end of the shaft into the differential mount. Put on the clamps and fasten the 4 screws. Check if the marking match. Remove the oil pan and change the filter. Before doing this, the oil should be drained. Unscrew the filter with a flathead screwdriver. Make sure that the old seal is also removed and does not remain on the transmission. And screw the new filter back in place. Pay attention to the new seal, and that is properly seated between the filter and the transmission. Tighten all of the oil pan bolts working in the clockwise direction. Then the screws are tightened with torque. Guys, I know what you think, but I know it's a German thing with a torque, but I can't do without it. Install the Bolton cable on the carburetor. There's a small snap ring that holds it in place. Install the air filter on the carburetor and then fill in the new oil. Use a funnel for this. End of the video. I hope it was helpful and I could give you some tips. Let me know what do you think about the video in the comments. If you like it, give a thumb up and subscribe my channel. In one of the next videos I will show how to eliminate the loud starting noise by adjusting the starter with shims. Stay tuned!